on. Does someone have their TV on?
Yeah, I'm going to shut it off right now.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Hello.
Shirley,
Hi.
how are you?
Hello. I'm good. Oh, can I get my picture off of there though?
You can, if you want to.
How are
down
you?
at the bottom, you can put a line through the video thing, and then we'll just be able to hear you, but we won't be able to see you.
Oh dear, now I lost my whole thing.
If you're having trouble, we won't be able to see what you're doing, but it's up to you.
Okay.
Not physically, no.
All right, I'm good then?
We can see you if that's, yeah, you're fine. We're gonna have a lot of people on here.
Okay.
The picture's just gonna be pretty.
Okay. Okay.
Do you want to go put lipstick on or anything?
Do you think
No, no. Get what you see. That's all I can say.
Me too.
Oh, but you always look good.
Hello.
Hello?
We should have about 10 people coming tonight, so nice big group.
Oh, that's good.
Does everyone have their kits?
And your glue?
Yep,
Yes, glue.
yep.
Great. We were impressed that everyone came and picked up their kits.
Shirley, did you sign up for Kittyland Remembered?
Oh, yes. I missed last week. I couldn't get onto the thing, so I didn't want to bother you.
Oh,
So-
yeah, sometimes you can get right on, and other times there's issues. I don't know. I don't get it.
Right. No,
Rachel-
definitely signed up for next week.
But Rachel and I are both in the library tonight because it's so much, it's the bandwidth is so much stronger than trying to do this from our homes.
Oh,
So
Yeah, you're getting a sneak peek into our
gotcha.
that's,
office.
yeah. Oh, that's my desk behind you. Rachel, put up a screen or something.
Oh, okay.
Keep your head right there so no one
Yeah.
can see my messy desk.
Yeah, I was like, is there anything embarrassing behind me? I don't think so.
I don't think I left my bottle of beer there or anything.
Oh, good.
I think we have a whole family joining us too. The dad came and picked up all the kits today. Has anyone done anything like this before, or is it all new?
New for me.
It's pretty easy. You'll be fine.
Good. That's what I like, easy.
should change my name. Hello.
Yeah, you should change your name.
I'm not Frank.
Hi, Celeste.
Hi, Colleen. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. Get it situated.
We still got a couple more minutes.
Rosemary signed up too, Celeste.
Yeah, I know she did. I hope she remembers.
Yeah.
She picked up her kit, so.
If she forgets, you'll have to show her how.
I will. I already made one.
Oh, so the direction worked. Good.
Yes, it did.
Always good to know.
Yes.
Sometimes when you're making directions and you show them to someone who already knows how to do it, it's like, yeah,
Yeah.
that's perfect.
Yeah.
Right. Yes.
Mhm. It's not coming off.
No, it's not.
How long ago did you make it?
Well, maybe 10 minutes ago.
Oh, should be dry enough.
I mean, it feels dry.
Yeah.
Does it? Do they normally just slide off easily?
Yeah. Yeah, maybe do the next one a little looser.
Yeah, maybe yeah, because I was making it tight. I really was making it tight. I thought that was like the key thing there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's why we gave you lots of toothpicks.
Yes. Yeah, that. Oh, I got it.
Yay. It looks great.
Look at that. It really is. It looks like a bead. That is like so cool. Yeah. I don't know, can you see it? Yes, it does look
Very
like a
nice.
bead. Very cool. So Colleen, are you still with us?
I am.
Okay. No, I just thought if I have a minute here. Do you think we should have a friends meeting just to, I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of stumped on this, because there's nothing we can do, I don't think. But should we have just one meeting, at least maybe just with the board even? I don't even know.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. We can have a meeting in the West Meeting Room up to 10 people as long as we keep our masks on. So yeah, if you want to schedule that or see what other people think, that'd be fine.
Yeah. I thought just to maybe just to talk about it's like, because our hands are tied, we
Yeah,
can't.
absolutely.
Yeah,
So maybe December, so like a year-end kind of thing.
right. Yeah. Because I know there'll be a question about, do we send out stuff for membership like we always do?
Yeah. Those will
So
be good
maybe there's some
questions.
things. Yeah. Now, do we, how we do the book sale in the library? Are we getting new books in to be able to do that or no?
We're not accepting donations.
Yes, I didn't think so. So I didn't want to not do our job,
Right. Yeah, no, there's nothing. There's no donations at all.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay. It's just weird.
It is, yeah. It's going to be a while.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
I'll talk to someone, then I'll get back to you on that one.
That's fine.
Because I've been, how everybody has their own comfort level with what they're willing to do in that. And I'm pretty much not comfortable doing things. I'm probably a little bit stricter with myself than other people are. So that kind of takes over, like, do you want to have a meeting? Nope, I don't want to have a meeting. Nope.
Yeah. We can always do Zoom too.
Yeah. But yeah, if there's just those few of us, we could do that in that room. That would be fine.
Yeah, absolutely.
With masks, yeah.
With masks, yeah.
Yeah.
And social distancing. Don't sit next to me.
Yeah.
Should we give it a couple more minutes, Rachel?
Up to you. It looks like we lost one of our.
Yeah, it does. I wonder
People.
if she lost her connection.
Haven't gotten any emails that anyone's struggling to get in. Maybe I made the directions too good, so people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're at home going, I don't need her help.
Not me.
Rose,
Thank
Well,
you,
you're my
Shirley.
gal, Shirley.
Yes, hi.
are you going to come to the Zoom meeting?
You know what? I completely forgot and I'm out on a walk.
Oh.
So I'm gonna see if Juliana might want to join, but I know she's doing homework. So
Okay,
if you wouldn't mind passing on my apologies.
sure. Okay.
All right, thank you.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
I just called my daughter-in-law. She forgot about it, so she's on a walk right now, so she won't be.
Well, we're recording it, so she can view it at another
Oh, okay. All righty, good. Nice.
So be nice from now on. No, don't. No.
Okay.
Careful what you say.
Cheers.
Careful who you talk about. I'm just gonna, while we're waiting, I'm gonna run through programming that we've got coming up. And I know I'm preaching to the choir, but here goes. Tomorrow we have Kittyland Remembered. Celeste, did you grow up in this area?
Yeah, I grew up in Chicago.
Okay, so you remember Kittyland?
Yes, I do.
So this woman's gonna talk about Kittyland and what happened and why they sold the land and all that.
Okay.
And what happened to all the rides. And, yeah. So that's tomorrow night if you want to register for that. John still has his Points of View writing group twice a month, and they meet again this Monday night. Diverse Voices is Rachel's new book discussion, and that will take place on Tuesday the 20th. It's not a long book. If either of you want to pick up a copy and read it, yes, he's just a little bit. And she said it was good.
Very good.
Very good. And then next Wednesday, the 21st, we've got Highlights of the Art Institute. The Art Institute's open again. So if you're interested in going down there, or if you just want to see if you haven't been there in a long time and just want to see what's what, Jeff Mischer will lead that on Zoom. John's doing virtual trivia on Zoom now instead of Facebook Live. So that will be on Thursday the 22nd. Friday, Rachel does knit night. That's fun. Even if you don't, I don't knit, I go every time.
Any craft.
Yeah, any craft, just, and then sometimes I just go and talk. So,
It's like a neighborhood reunion.
yeah, it's kind of fun. Wednesday, November 4th, Leslie Goddard is going to do a program for us called Tea for Three. I'm not getting a huge registration, and I'm wondering if it's, well, first of all, because I made a mistake when I put it online, but I corrected my mistake, so now everyone can sign up. But it's actually about Lady Bird Johnson, Pat Nixon, and Betty Ford, and what it was like to be thrust into the role of First Lady with no preparation. I mean, it's not a job that you prepare for. So it sounds really interesting. And you know how Leslie will dress as the person and all. So yeah, she does a great job. That's Wednesday, November 4th, if you're interested in that. Well, about all I got.
And
Okay.
these are these all 7 o'clock in the evening?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
So that's all I got. So maybe we should just start, I guess.
Yeah, we'll start. I think maybe people just figured they had everything they needed and didn't need to do the, but anyway, if you haven't met me, I'm Rachel. I'm an adult services librarian. Been here for a little over a year now. So nice to see both of you. So you've got your directions. I know Celeste already worked her way through. I'm going to show you how to, well, we'll show you how to do everything in here, but this is in case you want to remind yourself. And I'm wearing my bracelet, so this is what you should be able to have at the end.
Very cool.
So they're very cool. They actually, the color wise, the one I forgot at home, they look like they were made by Ralph Lauren to me. You know, all that kind of Southwestern colors.
Yeah.
No matter what you start out with, they all look, they're really cool. I really like them.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's the ugliest magazine page in the world, it'll turn into a cool bead. So you have a little baggie with toothpicks and some elastic cord. And then you have magazine strips. So to start, you need to get out one toothpick and a magazine strip. And you can use either side of the magazine, whichever one you like better. They all turn out different. It's really cool to watch. So you're going to start at the wide end of the triangle and place it on the toothpick and hold it there with your finger. You good?
Mhm.
Okay, so then you just carefully roll, not too tightly. You just roll and you tuck the end in and you just keep rolling. And you want to kind of keep the skinny tip towards the center as much as possible. Be careful not to let it go because it will just unravel.
I did that once on the first
Yeah,
one.
it's easy to do.
This nice little curly Q thing here.
Yeah.
Knew it wouldn't stay.
And once you're done rolling, you can kind of slide it around to make it centered if it's not the way you want it to be. But then it should look like that.
That's cool.
How you doing, Shirley?
I'm doing okay, so it wants to unroll on me.
Oh, okay, let me know when you've got it secured.
Okay, I believe
Okay.
I'm good.
All right, so keep your finger on that, and then just put a drop of glue on one of your fingers. You just need, uh-oh.
Easy for you to say.
Yeah. Can't get a glue. I can never get any of the technology to work, but I can open my glue. I'm always like, Rachel, I can't turn the TV off.
Okay. And then keeping your finger holding the bead together, then you just spread the glue all around. So you're like glazing it. Beautiful. Yay.
Let's see, Shirley. Hold it a little closer to the camera.
It looks good from here.
Oh, okay.
And then you just need to let it dry for
This is my first live Zoom, so I don't know if I'm doing it right or not, so.
Yeah, you got it. You got it. We can see you.
Okay.
So while we're letting that dry, I just wanted to show you a different option. This is a chopstick. And I cut my paper 1 inch instead of a 1/2 inch. So way back, you guys remember macrame? I used to make these for macrame.
Oh, yes.
Add them to my macrame. So you can put them on anything that will make a big enough hole for whatever your yarn looks like. So that's a 1 inch cut instead of a 1/2 inch cut. Gives you this nice size bead. And then this is a 2 inch cut. Also with a nice big hole. You could do these on the toothpick. I think it'd be hard. Well, especially a 2 inch cut, because that's about what a toothpick is. But I think well, then obviously you wouldn't be able to put them on anything other than string. But I think you can also Mod Podge or something like that to make them a little more waterproof.
Mm-hmm.
Not that you have to worry about that with, if you're making a wall hanging or something, but yeah.
So what Colleen means by 2 inch cut is if you go to the last page of your instructions, I show you how to make your own strips. And so the ones you have in your kit, we start, the widest end is a 1/2 inch. And so the ones that Colleen made were 1 inch or 2 inches.
Yeah, 1 or 2 inches.
But the ones that I made are, the strips you have start at a 1/2 inch.
Is there a trick to cutting them? I understand the directions, but obviously you'd cut all these. Is there a trick to cut them quickly or no?
Nope.
No,
Okay.
they're actually, you don't have, precision isn't that important.
Gotcha.
I mean, but I did it when I was on a Zoom meeting. I just turned my video off and cut them all.
Well, a plug is these. I made these beads probably 10 years ago, and they're still holding up.
Oh, my goodness.
So I dug them out, and I made bracelets for the office for a bunch of the librarians, and they're still kicking. It's just magazines.
Works. The only issue is you got to remember to roll it up your arm before you wash your hands for the 50th time today.
Washing your hands, huh?
Right? Like,
Yeah.
oh, my dry skin is killing me.
Mhm.
So I would keep them on the toothpick for at least 5 minutes, which is why we gave you a bunch of toothpicks. Now you can move on to the next one. And I gave you 2 pieces of string in case something crazy happens to the first one. But I would say the bracelets I made were about 15 beads, and I gave you about 20 strips. So you have 5 that you can screw up, and then the rest.
Colleen, have you been talking to her about us or not?
No, but
That's what I was just
class,
wondering.
anytime I add you to a crafting program, I'm always like, oh, good, Celeste is here, because you catch on quick. So, Rachel, a couple of years ago, I told you I did that bow program that I did against my, I was held against my will. I did not want to do that program, but I was talked into it. So Celeste was one of the first people there, and she figured it out so quickly. I was like, people are going to be done in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
By the end of the night, Celeste, Judy Snyder, and I were making them for everybody.
Well, it's funny, you don't think, as a crafty person, you don't tend to think of yourself as talented because it's a skill, but some
Yeah.
people don't have a natural inclination. They don't just, get it. So it's
Right.
interesting. So I'm rolling up my second one here.
Me too. I taught a class on how to sew on a button. I taught it to kids first, and then I taught it to adults last year.
Yeah, for the Ruthless River, right?
Yeah, I was shocked by how difficult it is to teach people to sew on a button.
Really?
The kids especially, they're like, wait, they really, one girl got it right away, and then she's like, comes over with a pair of pants. Do you think I can fix these? Yeah, we can fix those right now. They were like yoga pants, and they were split in the seam. I'm like, yeah, I'll show you how to do that. But all the other kids yeah, they couldn't get any of it.
Maybe we should do a basic mending.
Were the adults any better, Colleen,
No.
on that one?
Some of them were, but I had one man join us. Oh, it was so cute. He's a widower, and he came in with the sash from his terry cloth bathrobe. He comes in, he goes, "Is this what we're talking about? This is ripped." I go, "Well, how about I take that home and fix it for you?" He's like, "You would do that?" I'm like, "Sure." Like, I'll call you when it's ready. Pick up your mending at the library, please.
Yeah.
Well, my daughter-in-law will ask me to do, the simple little mending things for the kids, real quick things. And I do them. Now, her mom is a trained seamstress.
Ha!
But she doesn't, she lives in Schiller Park, and it's just easier to ask me. And so I tell my daughter-in-law, I said, I can do it, but you have to promise me that you don't let your mother look at it, because I do it just to fix it. I do things that I'm sure she would never do. She would be appalled at how we can just tuck it in here and just, it'll be fine, for the purpose. And I know that she'd want to, take the whole garment apart, and I said, we have to promise you just cannot show your mother what I'm doing.
I got my second one.
Yeah, I got my second one too, and it looks so different than my first one. Well,
Yes.
okay. In my mind, it looks different. Nobody else's mind. I learned how to sew when I was 12. My mother sent me and one of my friends to the Marshall Fields in Oak Brook. They had a sewing department, and they gave lessons.
Did they?
And I have never stopped sewing.
Good for you.
And my friend that went with me never finished the project.
That's funny.
She bought a blue fabric and I bought a pink fabric, exact same fabric, but mine was pink and hers was blue. And we were supposed to make these little wraparound skirts and these little ridiculous crop top things, because we were kids, we're 12 years old. The top never fit me, but I wore the skirt for years. It was adorable. It was super easy because my mother picked out the pattern. She wasn't going to pick out something difficult, but yeah. So.
Do either of you have a dedicated craft that you do, or you just dabble?
Lately, my craft has been face masks for my granddaughter.
Ooh.
Because she's at Peacock, so she goes to school in person every day. And of course, being an 11-year-old girl, she kind of wants something different every day to go with her outfits. So the dining room table is now mask central.
Do you have Halloween fabric?
Yes, I do.
I'll tell you what I did. I made I usually make masks like this. A friend of mine made this for me because it has books on it, but this is the type that I make.
Okay.
But I made one where it has the seam in the middle and it doesn't have the gathers.
Sure.
And I made it in orange, and I cut out a Halloween or a jack-o'-lantern mouth and applicated on. I can't wait to wear it.
I can't wait to see it.
Really cute.
Colleen's been my mask fairy. I owe her a piece of knitwear.
Really? I'd like a poncho.
I'll get right on that.
I'm making these masks that take me 5 minutes. Could you make me a poncho, please?
Yeah.
So I've been making the masks like mass production, as it were.
Oh, wow. I have to hire you to make me some.
Oh, if you want some, let me know. I am a quilter, so I have a room full of fabric.
Of furniture.
I have lots of rooms of furniture, but I have a room full of fabric.
Celeste, when you said face masks, I was picturing you in your kitchen making like organic, like face masks.
Oh.
like sugar scrub and stuff.
That's good. Not that kind.
I asked a friend of mine if she wanted a Halloween mask, and she's like, how are we gonna wear those this year? I'm like, no, this, like, not a mask.
Yeah. Oops.
I just
Actually
got
thinking
glue
of
in my
looking
mouth.
into, oh, go ahead. I was gonna look how to make a foot scrub because I knit my mom a pair of socks for her birthday, but I'm not sure if she's gonna wear them. So I was gonna make a little like care package with the socks, then also like a foot scrub, something like a foot theme.
That's a good idea. I think you can like make a salt scrub.
Yeah, so I might do that.
I make my own soap. I haven't made it in a long time, but I used to make a lot of soap. And I decided I would make a salt scrub soap. So if you
Ooh,
want to tear the skin off your entire body, try using that stuff.
yeah.
Ooh, it was brutal, but Judy loved it. She's like, oh, can you make me more of that? I'm like, you can have the whole batch.
Really?
Did you ever try oatmeal?
Yes, it's very painful.
Really?
Yes, you have to grind it up extremely small, and I didn't. Yeah, it's like using sandpaper. It'd be great on your feet, but
Yeah.
not anywhere else.
All right, I'm going back to my first bead to try to, oh, and it slid off fine. So your first bead should be fine to take off.
Yeah, mine came off really nice.
Good. You didn't have the death grip this time.
No, I didn't, no. A little more
You didn't,
finesse.
Shirley.
Okay, that one came off.
Good.
Good. And it really doesn't matter. Like you can put these in any color order and it will look good because it's the nature of them. The only thing I try to do is I try to add some contrast. So I'll do like a dark one next to a light one, but you really can't screw it up. They're kind of like those carpets that they make out of like fabric scraps.
Oh, I love those.
Yeah,
too.
it's like that for your wrist. And so this is actually the thread or the cord that I gave you is really good cord. Just knot it like a normal knot, and just do like as many as you want, 4 or 5 knots, and you should be fine. I have really big hands and wrists, and
It stretches well. I have big hands too.
yeah, and it's fine.
Okay. And then you just tie it when you're got all the beads on, huh?
Yep.
Okay.
Very cool.
I got glue on my hand.
Yeah, I know. Little messy. Not too bad though.
I gotta let it dry.
But they do all look so different. It's fun to see how they turn out. What are you giggling to yourself about?
Oh, I'm just making a mess in here. Whatever you do, don't come in the puzzle room. We call this the
Okay.
puzzle room because we used to have it set up to make puzzles on our lunch break. But it's a big empty room upstairs in the library, and we don't have a name for it. So isn't that a dumb name, the puzzle room? I got glue on my lip.
Well, it's not often that adult librarians get to make a mess in the library. This is usually the youth librarians
Yeah, that's true.
kind of stuff. So I still see it.
I
Is it blue?
huge cloud of glue on my lip.
This
I'll
is
have to work on
recording, Colleen.
that. Pardon me?
This is recording.
Oh yeah. Good thing I'm not easily embarrassed. We could edit, you know. I guess you're not supposed to eat the glue. Don't eat the glue.
Yeah, and don't eat paste.
Don't. This is not kindergarten. Don't put that in your mouth.
I never ate glue, and I never had the impulse to. I
didn't eat it, but I sure liked putting it on my hands.
yes, that was always fun.
These are my first 3.
Pretty.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, they turned out pretty good.
You could do one big one in the middle and then do the little ones.
Oh, I could. Except all right, excuse me, I have to go in my office. You're gonna see me walk behind Rachel.
Yep. It's like magic.
Nice. That is very cool. Very, very cool.
I'm glad you like them. They look really nice. And it's nice that they dry so quickly.
Still have glue on my lip.
So does your granddaughter request specific fabric, or does she take whatever
No.
you give her?
I surprise her, yeah. And
That's fun.
he's very accepting.
Good.
In
What
fact,
about your
she's
grandson?
Oh, no, he doesn't want anything. No, he just used those disposable ones you buy.
But he's learning virtually, is that correct?
Yeah, he's there at home every day, but starting next week, the high school is having the kids come in 1 day a week.
Oh.
Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah, so that, they divided the population into, really 4 groups.
Oh,
And
good.
so it'll be that when he'll go on Wednesday. And so when he's in school, obviously it'll just be a real small group in his classroom, and the teacher will be there teaching the kids that are present, but the rest of his class is attending the same class at home.
Oh,
Virtually. with
virtually.
them. Yeah. So all the kids get everything. It's just that they'll finally get a chance to meet their teacher.
Well,
Yeah.
that might be a good way to ease back into it.
Yeah, I think so. And then just to see whether or not they can do it safely,
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel sorry for him because he's a freshman. And
Mhm.
so it's now mid-October, and he really doesn't know what high school is about.
Right.
Mhm.
Like they were saying that this past week was homecoming week, and they were telling the kids, we know wear your Lake Park shirt, and he was just looking at me like, what is this all about? And you can't explain, what that's about.
Yeah.
You just can't, And then it's also tricky for them because, again, being freshmen, when they're in their classes, I mean, they do see their classmates just like via Zoom, and they only know like 3 kids in class.
Yeah, you only know the people that you probably knew from grade school.
Yeah, and it's only like 3 kids in a class that he knows, and being, a teenager, you're not really inclined to be really open with, talking, giving your opinions or anything to a room full of strangers. So at least getting back the 1 day will help. It'll help tremendously. Yeah. The kids want to go back, but because of safety, they just have to do it this way. So we'll see how that goes. But so far, the junior high is doing well. I mean, Peacock Middle School, they've been going, and they've been good. So
Now, is this your granddaughter's first year there?
yes, yeah.
Yeah, I see that they have those big tents out behind the school. Is that for gym class and stuff, or what?
I don't know for sure if it's just for gym class or if classes can just go out there just to have more of an air break if whatever, I don't quite know how that's working.
That's a good idea
Yeah.
to have those
Maybe
out there.
lunch.
Yeah, they could do lunch out there, I suppose.
Yeah, and lunch is like in classrooms all over, because again, they have to keep the numbers down, so they're all over the place for that. It's working. They got it to work, so.
Good. So I don't know if you can see this, but this is the 1-inch one. I'm
Okay,
just letting it dry. So it goes from here to here.
okay, got it.
I made 2 of them.
Nice.
The room I'm in, it's freezing in here. I'm shaking. I'm so cold. There's like a draft. I'm like, I thought this, I guess it doesn't turn off till 8, even though we're closed.
Do you want my little knit wrap?
Yeah, I do. No, I can't.
See?
But you could knit her one of her own.
I could. She just has to give me a few months.
Yeah, it takes me no time at all to make those masks, but don't think it's a fair trade-off. One of my coworkers, every time I give her something, then a couple of days later, she'll give me cookies or something like that. I'm always like, oh, one of us is going to get fat and the other one's going to have nice stuff.
I'm just doing one now with, I don't know if it was it was thicker paper, and I actually found it harder to do on with thicker paper.
The big ones, these really big ones I did with the cover of the magazine, and it was way more difficult to glue. They kept like wanting to not stick. You gotta use more glue, and you really do have to spread it out. Are either of you two doing the year of reading?
I started it, but
You've
I
got
didn't.
time. You have
Okay.
months left. You can do it, Celeste. We picked our themes for next year a couple of days ago.
Oh, did you?
You can tell we're all librarians. We're so excited about it.
Mm-hmm. They're top secret, though.
Yeah, they are top secret. I'll tell you later. Oh. So that's the bigger one in the middle. You can see that.
Oh, that looks cool.
It's nice.
It does look kind of cool. Gives it a little variety.
And if you have a bead supply, obviously you can mix them with plastic or glass beads.
Yeah,
too.
yeah. That'd be pretty. So now there's 2 big ones on there. You really can mix and match. That's kind of cool. So you can make this as a necklace too, if you had a longer piece. You don't want to strangle yourself. You know.
It would really be a choker.
That's kind of cute.
It is actually.
I think it's.
Yeah, don't cause bodily harm, but
Well, I do have a rather chicken neck, so I probably would fit.
Well, you know, I did give you the string, so you can always cut yourself a long string.
It's in my desk.
Because that's very cute, I think. I was big. Jewelry making was my first big craft that I got like obsessed with, and I was like, okay, I'm a crafty person.
Did you make like metal jewelry, or did you do jute, or what?
Well, I actually, even though I didn't go to a great school district, we had a great art department. So I took jewelry class in high school, which is
Oh,
where I
wow.
learned how to make beads. So we did
Really?
a little bit of everything. We did wire work, we did soldering,
Wow.
I used a seesaw to,
Oh,
I mean,
cool.
you really made jewelry. You
Yeah.
really made it.
yeah, but like as far as like, obviously I didn't have any of the fancy equipment at home, so I just did like beading. I tried the bead loom. So yeah, mostly just stringing stuff. But
When my
it's
daughter was in high school, she liked to make the jute necklaces, you know, it's macrame basically,
mhm.
but we never could figure, I always told her you need to make like put a bead on the end and then make a loop. And she was like, oh, I'll just use a safety pin. She'd make these really cute necklaces and then the safety pin. in the
Safety pin.
end. Okay.
Well, it's nice because if you know, are impatient, you can finish a project in a couple hours. It's
Yeah.
not like knitting or quilting or.
Yeah, true.
I did win sophomore year of high school fan favorite jewelry artist at the art show. That was like my crowning achievement.
Nice.
Very good.
I'm pretty impressed the idea that they had a jewelry making course in high school.
Yeah,
I
that
also
is-
took calligraphy.
Wow.
And this is in Zion, Illinois. I don't know if you're familiar with Zion, Illinois, but you know, we don't even pass the state tests, but we had this great art program. It was awesome.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
And it's like that's the stuff you remember and not algebra. You remember
Exactly.
how much fun you had in art class.
I went to a small Catholic school. We didn't have a great art department either, but there were two nuns that were really gifted artists.
Mm-hmm.
And they were just really good teachers.
Oh, good.
So I went and got a degree in art. Nobody told me you never get a job.
Minor detail.
I know, right?
Well, you've
My
had
father
quite the
did. My
interesting
father
career.
did a few times. Say, what are you going to do with this? I'm like, I don't know.
Did you ever have a directly art related job?
No.
No.
So then I went back and got a 2-year degree in horticulture. Again, don't just do what you like. I did have jobs that were related to that, but
I didn't know there was a 2-year degree in horticulture. Is that an associate's or a master's?
associates.
Really?
Associates, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I did it through, it's actually a certificate program through the Morton Arboretum.
Oh, cool.
It was
Okay.
so fun. It was a lot of fun.
I forgot when I was at my mom's, I forgot to take a picture of that plant, Colleen,
Oh,
that I was supposed to take a picture of for you to identify.
tell your mom to take a picture of it and send it to you.
He's really bad at taking pictures. I just adopted a kitten on Monday, so I can't wait to get home and see the kitten.
Oh, I just lost one of mine on the floor.
Oh no.
Oh, there we go.
Thought you meant your cat.
Oh, no, no, the bee, no cats, no, didn't lose a cat.
I was actually worried about that because she is a kitten, so she's only 3 months old. And I have a 3-year-old cat, and so they're separated right now. But when I go into the room she's in, she'll try to get out. And I'm like, if you get out into this apartment, I'll never find you. You're so tiny. I have to keep an eye on you.
So is your older cat intrigued with the new member of your family?
I wouldn't say intrigued. I would say annoyed. But she's not as bad as I thought she would be. She's doing okay. I think a few more days and I think eventually they'll be buddies. I got another cat because she needs someone to entertain her when I'm not home. So, and then the kitten is very easygoing with her. Like, she doesn't care. So I think that they'll get along once the older cat accepts things as they are.
Whoops, don't take it off too soon. 'Cause this is what happens.
Oh no.
Oh, bummer. Patience is not my middle name.
That's why there's extras of everything.
Yeah.
It's pretty low stakes craft.
Right, yes.
One of my college roommate is learning how to knit. And so I was telling her, nothing bad is going to happen if you screw up. You just undo a few rows. It's fine. You're not trying to save anyone's life.
That's a funny way to put it. When I started quilting, one of my friends that quilts with me was always very worried about what things would look like. It had to be perfect. And
Yeah.
because the first person she was learning from was very critical. I am not critical. I am more like, yep, done, good.
Yeah.
So we went to a class, and the woman teaching the class, my friend was lamenting that she can't get, her points don't, and all that. And the woman goes, if you were on a galloping horse, you wouldn't see that, so just leave it.
Oh, her. Wow.
It's the galloping horse rule.
Yes, got it. Love it.
You're doing great, Celeste.
Looking good.
Yeah.
It's looking good.
How's it going, Shirley?
Yeah, we're getting there. Slowly but surely,
Uh-huh.
if I can pick it up. Ah. Pick it up and then it falls off. Ta-da. I don't know if you can see me. I don't know if
Oh,
I'm holding.
yeah.
Yeah,
Very pretty. I like the
taking
bright
me a while, but I'm getting there.
I don't know if you guys can see this, but you see how it looks like a black stripe on it?
Mm-hmm.
That's the pen from where I drew on it.
Oh, that's too funny.
So it kind of makes its own design
Mm-hmm.
because this piece of paper was all green. So we made a little design on.
Very clever.
And if you don't want that, you just flip the
Flip
piece
the paper over. Or if you don't notice it, then you would just say, oh, I wanted it like that.
Yes.
That was my intention.
I wonder, Colleen, what sort of shape you would have to cut to get a very round bead? You know, because these are all oblong.
I think you'd need more, I think your piece of paper would have to be long. You'd have to get a bigger magazine.
Okay.
And so, and I think you'd make them a little bit wider, not a lot, maybe 3/4 of an inch.
3/4. Yeah.
And then, yeah, so, because otherwise it gets down to nothing. You know, I mean, that's a
Yeah.
really skinny point. But I think if you use maybe like a Bazaar magazine, aren't those usually bigger? One of those bigger.
Oh, I thought you just meant a weird one. I really did.
This is still being recorded, Rachel. No, the magazine Bazaar. I don't know if it's, you know, it used to be a big format. I don't know if it still is. Finish up the one you're doing and then we'll all have a little display.
Okey-doke.
Yeah.
We'll have our show and tell.
Show and tell.
And again, when you're ready to finish the actual bracelet, it's just regular knots. Just do 3 or 4 in a row on top of each other, and you should be fine. I don't know what those are called, the over-under knots.
Square knots.
Thank you. I wasn't a Girl Scout, so I didn't learn knots.
I was a macrame person. You have to know how to do a square knot. I was going to do a macrame program in May, but I'll save it for next May.
Yeah, that would be hard to try to do
It would be very hard
over
to
Zoom.
teach on. Although I bet if you went on YouTube, you could find it. But I find those hard to follow. I like to have written directions.
Do you? And I'm finding I'm more visual now.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
All right, here's my,
If they just came off, I just dropped them.
Yeah, mine just pulled too
oh, yours
hard.
look
and
great,
now they're
Shirley.
falling
Oh,
off.
thank you. I got a bunch more, but they're drying here, so.
Yeah,
Good.
Well, that's
did
nice.
good.
Ooh, Rachel, I like yours.
thank you.
Very cool.
Hang on, I got 2 more to put on, although one might be wet.
This is big enough to be a bracelet for my kitten. Don't think she would appreciate that.
Cats are funny that way. This is mine.
Oh, very pretty.
Nice. I really like the bigger beads on there too.
I do like the bigger beads. Yeah, they turned out well. And then this is my green one, and I'm done.
Very nice.
Turned out well. I'm not sure it's big enough for my wrist. Probably need a few more. I'll make them tomorrow.
Did you get them collected, Celeste?
Yeah, I'm on my last one to put on. Get in.
Very nice.
Very
I like the
nice.
colors.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Looks good.
You guys were quick.
Yeah.
Totally fun. Totally fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could
Guys did
teach this
great
to your
job.
granddaughter. She'd be able to
Yeah.
do that.
Yes, love this.
Yeah, I was obsessed. That's why I still had, a tub of these beads from 10 years ago, because I would just make them over and over again. So
So I have to say, putting them on something big like a chopstick or a disposable straw or something like that is a really easy way to learn. It's easier, I think, especially for a kid. You don't need quite that dexterity. But I think I'd make them a little wider than a half an inch.
Very nice.
All right, guys, got any questions?
No, that's good.
Groovy.
thanks for coming. Great
Thanks for
job.
coming.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Yes,
All
thank you.
righty, take care.
All righty.
Night.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Take care. Thanks.
You're welcome.